Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Polly's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be reviewing one of the most hyped fragrances in the last decade. This is Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This is the EDP, the Eau de Parfum version from 2018. This is a unisex scent. And like I said, this was an extremely hyped and one of the most reviewed fragrances on YouTube. My bottle is several years old, and I am not sure if this fragrance has been reformulated or watered down. But this bottle that I have has very good potency. So in the YouTube stratosphere, so to speak, of fragrance reviewers, there is a wide difference in opinions whether people like this fragrance or not. I personally love this scent. I think it's an excellent Tom Ford scent. It's very opulent, it's very sexy, it's very appealing. So I'm just going to give this a spray on the back of my wrist. So initially you get this gorgeous, I like to say a sweet leather, almost like a cherry cardamom, and it's mixed in, you know, with this expensive leather, almost like of a Ferrari or Lamborghini. So it's very sexy, very opulent. As it dries down, it becomes smoother, deeper, even more opulent, and you get these little bit of like these sweet floral notes mixed in with the leather. But overall, this is a very linear fragrance. It's not overly complex. Later on, I find it gets maybe a little more smokier, resinous. The leather gets tuned down a little bit, but you still have, like I said, this cherry vibe to it. So, as advertised, the top notes are cardamom, the mid notes are leather and jasmine, and the base notes are amber, moss, and patchouli. So there's only 6 notes to this fragrance. And I find with a lot of Tom Ford's fragrances, like I've said before, they're very linear. There's not a lot of complexity, but there's a lot of depth and a lot of this opulence to them. So from the initial spray to the dry down, it doesn't change that much. To a certain degree, but it's not complex in the scent that from when you spray it initially to the dry down, it's almost going to be like 2 different fragrances. Performance-wise, this is very good. It's got an excellent push for the first 2 or 3 hours, gorgeous scent wafts that make you want to follow the person that's wearing it. It's also very good off the clothes, and I've had it on like sweaters or shirts, and still a day or 2 later you can smell it. So it's definitely kind of an intimate encounter, up close scent. Final thoughts on this. I believe that overall this is an excellent scent from Tom Ford, but I would not say it's his best. I think he has several other that are better, and I think that it's very hard for this fragrance to live up to the hype that it had. So you have to take it with a more objective mind and forget all the hype that it's the greatest ever and things like this. Kind of like with Creed Aventus, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But for me, this is a magical scent that is extremely wearable and is done in the Tom Ford opulent style. But it's very expensive. Not as expensive as some of his private collection fragrances, but it's still going to put a dent in your wallet. But I give it a thumbs up. I think it's a real winner. And with this fragrance, it's easy to find, and you can always get a sample. You can get it sprayed on your wrist. So it's pretty easy to judge it, see the longevity, ask someone how it smells in you, the scent waft. So it's not impossible to get a sample. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments or questions you have on this lovely fragrance from Tom Ford, leave them down below, and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.